Well, viewers and subscribers, welcome to this another video, which is Sunday Chill. Okay, first I want to start off by telling you what will be coming up in this video. So first we have a few topics. The topics that we will be talking about today are, and it is rumors are there that Jamaica is planning to build a smart city. So I'm going to show you what a smart city would look like. There is also, let me see, Spice. We want to talk about why Spice is seen as, someone who has done something special for the country as well. We want to talk about as well people, why some people are asking why so many people are focusing their attention on Jamaica and not the other parts of the world that are experiencing disasters, natural disasters. Also, I want to mention the 150 billion insurance fund that Jamaica has unlocked. Okay, guys, these are the things that we will be talking about. At this point, I want to take this opportunity to sympathize, empathize with the people in the different Caribbean countries who are going through natural disasters or who have recently experienced natural disasters. And you know that I'm talking about island when I say that. The islands that were affected as well are Cuba and Haiti. Other Caribbean islands were also affected by Hurricane Melissa, but those are the two that comes to mind. I also want to take this time as well to express my, I would say, just sympathize, empathize with the people of Brazil who have recently experienced a tornado. Also in the Philippines, they are experiencing they're going through a typhoon. So at this point, what I'm going to do is to tell you the difference between a typhoon and a tornado. And what I'm doing is that I'm using a video or like a little GIF to explain what it means. So a tornado, let me start off with a typhoon first. A typhoon is what we call, it's like a hurricane. The difference in the name is based on where it develops. So a typhoon is developed in the sea, in the ocean. If the disaster, if it comes from it based on which part of the world, which of the seas it's developed in. So if it is developed in the Atlantic, it is called a hurricane. So that is why in the Caribbean, we will always say that a storm is coming, a hurricane is coming. However, if it develops in the North Pacific, it is called a typhoon. So that is the difference. So whenever you hear that, okay, a typhoon, just know that it's just a different part of the world, and it's just that low pressure developed in the North Pacific. So we know that with a hurricane, it comes with strong winds. Sometimes it lasts for a period of time, could be over a few hours, followed by heavy rainfall. That's what is called a typhoon, same as a hurricane. When it comes on to a tornado, it is very swift. Whilst the tornado the typhoon or the hurricane starts in the ocean, the tornado starts on land. It is very quick. It comes with just that spinning air. And of course, the GIF that you're seeing will give you an idea. So it's very swift wind, and it comes twirling as well. It is more narrow, but more destructive in that everything in its paths it tries to destroy. So that is why, and it is able to destroy the houses in its path. It is able to destroy human, obviously, cars, whatever is in its path, it will destroy it. So that is the difference between a tornado and a hurricane. And my heart goes out to all who have experienced it at the moment. Okay, and welcome back. Now it is said that a lot of volunteers are focusing on Jamaica instead of going to the different countries, the different islands that are affected. And some people are asking, why is this happening? Well, for us, or for myself, I am going to say, look, there is a saying that you have to learn to dance a yard before you can dance abroad. And what that means is that we have to take care of our own and then we look elsewhere. Normally, the Jamaica Defense Force, the soldiers, the volunteers, would be in a position to go to the other islands, and you know that they would have gone. But because Jamaica is this time around experiencing their own natural disaster, still recovering, they are not able to help. So while we really appreciate the volunteers that are coming, and guys, it is not too much, and we have to say thank you for all the people who are volunteering at the moment. I am also going to hasten on to say that if you are living in the UK, this is how you can help.
Here we are in Jamaica National Brixton, packing for victims of Hurricane Melissa. We're here today packing for the van to come, and we're looking for persons to come next Wednesday from 6 p.m. till about 9 p.m. and then next weekend on Sunday. Just come between 10 and 4 and help us to pack all the wonderful donations that we've received from across. See that in your own way you've made a difference to what's happening in Jamaica. We're going to be collecting right up until the end of November. There's going to be a container going every week. We're going to be packing here on Wednesday night and again on Sunday. But it depends on the body because other people are sending vans to help us to move to Birmingham. Why are we going to Birmingham? Because we have a 40-foot container in Birmingham that's going on Friday. Week after next, we're going to be shipping from JC Shipping, and they're in London, so that's easier to organize. So I know all of you are either Jamaicans or friends of Jamaica, and on behalf of Jamaica National and the boys and JB Shipping and Deans and the people of Jamaica.
The Hurricane Melissa, then this is how you can do it. Jamaica National, if you are living in London or within the vicinity close to London, then of course you can go to Brixton because that is where they have an office of the Jamaica National. And you can see that they are looking for volunteers. You can volunteer on a Wednesday. You can volunteer on a Sunday as well. And I would say, if you are, and I'm going to say this because it has to be said, if you are donating like clothes or any items, please ensure that they are unused. So don't be sending your used clothes because, it's different arm sweat and so forth. So if you don't have new clothes to send, then of course, perhaps don't do it. You can donate in kinds. They need Pampers, they need other stuff. So if you are able to volunteer your service during the times that have been announced, then of course feel free to do so, because I know that it can never be too much. And of course they have said in Birmingham as well. Okay, now on to the next topic. Rumors have been, for a long time. It's not just now. We have heard that Jamaica is planning to have what is known as a smart city, because the Prime Minister we have to be honest, had announced previously that they were looking at introducing AI in the realist form. So a lot of people have been saying, okay, rumors have been circulating that St. Elizabeth has been earmarked as one of the smart cities. So what I want you to do is to have an idea of what happens in a smart city. So have a look at this video, guys, as to what a smart city could look like.
In a world where cities are exploding in population and resources are becoming increasingly scarce, one country is taking the lead in redefining how we live, work, and move. Smart City, where technology connects everything from traffic lights to public services, are no longer science fiction. They have become a reality. China, with its rapid pace of innovation. is transforming its cities into vibrant laboratories where artificial intelligence, high-speed networks, and robots are shaping the future. What is happening here is not only changing the lives of millions of people, but also setting new standards for cities worldwide, driving technological competition and modernization.
Okay, so you have an idea of what a smart city could look like. So yes, if that's a direction that the government is taking the country into, then you have an idea of what could happen as well. The next topic that I want to speak on, and I know that a lot of people are interested in this, is to say that Jamaica has unlocked what is known as, let me see, how much is it? Let me read it, guys, to see how much money Jamaica has unlocked as a result of this, as a result of some investment that was done. Okay, so here it is. Jamaica is set to receive US $150 million in disaster money following Hurricane Melissa, which was confirmed to have triggered a full payout from a World Bank catastrophe bond. The funding is part of Jamaica's pre-arranged disaster risk financing strategy and is not direct funding from the International Monetary Fund. So the International Monetary Fund wanted to make it clear that they have nothing to do with this. It's just that Jamaica was smart already and they had invested in a disaster fund. And because of the investment, they are now, or because of the, what would I say, the extent of damage that has occurred, it has been triggered, and now they will receive the 150 million US dollars. So I would say that if there's a time when Jamaica was planning to go smart, or if there are any truth to the rumors that Jamaica will be developing a smart city, well, of course, perhaps this is where the money will be going. And I am mentioning this to let you know that the volunteering, the donation that you are doing is still necessary, because the money will perhaps be going towards developing a smart city if they are planning to do it just now. So and just to say as well that yes, the money sounds like a lot, but it is important to know, listen to this, the 150 million payout, while it is a significant amount and rapid source of liquidity, it is noted to be a small fraction of the estimated US 6 to 7 billion damage that has been caused by the Category 5 hurricane. So it may seem like a lot, but just to say that it is not enough to fully cover all the extent of the damage that has been done as a result of Hurricane Melissa. It is also said that the country's GDP, up to 1/3 of that, has been wiped out as a result of Hurricane Melissa. So guys, do not stop the donation, because it is much needed. Okay, please and thanks. We need all the money. And I know that some of you are saying, okay, Patrice, where do you get your information? Why do you always have this information? I will have you know, guys, it is a team effort. So there are times when things are dropped on my desk, placed on my desk. And when I say that they are placed on my desk, what I mean is that I have some subscribers, some friends who will send things to my email, send things to my WhatsApp, and that's how I get some of the information. And of course, I do my own research. So how can you contact me if you have something that you want to, drop on my desk as well, so to speak, for me to do more research on, or for me to talk about it? Now I have a private number and I have a business, so I will always have two phones. I do not take, I'm going to be honest, my 9 to 5, my business phone is not with me. And that is why, oh, well, I don't even have to show you, but yes. That is why, for my business phone, what you do is that you send me a WhatsApp message and I will get back to you if needs be. Now, the telephone number for that is 07 07930976688. Just to repeat, 07, so in the UK we say O, which is 0, 07930976688. If you want to send me something by email, it is Destinies, and of course you will see it here, destiniesoFfice@gmail.com. Okay, so that's how you can get in touch with me. Okay, moving on to the next topic, we are going to speak about spice. So here is first, watch this little video on spice, and then I'm going to come and I'm going to talk more about it.
We have to make a separate blog or a vlog for spice. Spice not just work with food. Spice not work with food. Gracie, big up yourself. I don't know if you're going to see this, but Gracie used to live here in England, you know. Gracie used to live here in England in Finsbury Park. But Gracie, big up yourself. Gracie say no food me I work with. Me I work with me butterfoot self. And me I go take truck with cement, malt, steel, a starter pack. I'm going to help some... Oh, God. Your Grace. That's why your name Grace, because you give the people them grace. You give them the full grace. The grace of God walk through you. Oh, God. I don't want truck, Mr. Grace, walk. A few truck where
So
Mr.
Spice
Grace
has
walk.
brought
Big up Grace.
10 trucks
And
of
it's not a
building
competition
supplies,
thing.
10
Grace a full
clothes,
starter pack for somebody
food to
who are malt,
Westmoreland.
black cement and
Also,
steel.
she has bought backhoe trucks to clear the roads. So Spice is rolling big in Jamaica at the moment because she came with supplies. And of course, in my previous video, if you wanted to see exactly what she did, then of course it is all there to see how she was rolling and rolling big as well with the different, with her entourage and with the supplies as well. So these videos that you are seeing, I have deliberately take off the sound, but these videos it is just evidence to show that why people love Spice is that Spice is a very down to earth person. And for the benefit of those who do not know who Spice is, I have placed a photograph of Spice, because when Spice is on stage, she wears blue hair. That little lady who you are seeing in the video is still Spice. This is how Spice is, very down to earth. So why did I point out that she wears blue hair on stage? Now Spice goes by two names. Her stage name is Spice, but in real life she is Grace. So she's Gracie. So that is why whenever you see her entourage, whenever she is doing good for the people, because she has a foundation, it is called Grace Hamilton Foundation, because that is her real name. So whenever she is wearing black hair, so this is how you tell the difference. Whenever she is wearing black hair, she is on business. She's either on business with her children, or she is doing some volunteering work, or she's doing something. That is the time she wants you know that she is just a normal person, and you can approach her, and you can talk to her. Whenever she is wearing blue hair, it is just a persona, right? This is how she dresses on stage. So you know that she is ready to perform and she is ready to spit some lyrics. I know some people say, okay, how could you speak about Spice, liking Spice or Spice being your favorite artist when her music is so dirty? I will have you know that behind that persona is a real woman. A woman who fights for what she wants, and a woman who is able to identify with others' pain and others' grief. And that is why I like Spice. Not necessarily all of her songs. I see a strong woman behind who Spice is. And in saying that, I think it is a right time for me to say that every weekend, I think it's in August of every year, or for the last 2 years, she has done it. Spice has what is known as a bestie weekend. So you see how I call my friends and my supporters here on YouTube, how I say Team Destiny. For her, she called her friends and supporters, she called them bestie. So every year she has what is known as a bestie weekend. And to be honest with you, I'm planning to go there to go on one of the years as well. So on the bestie weekend, what she does is that she books out like a hotel and you spend the whole weekend with her. So she is responsible for planning all the activities for the whole weekend. And she normally centers it around she takes you to, places that tourists would really want to go to. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go on her website, see when it is going to be for next year. And of course, what I'm going to do is to give you more information on some of the activities that go on during the bestie weekend. So guys, in a nutshell, this is what it is all about. I'm going to say congratulations to Jade Corgill on becoming the first person of Jamaican descent to hold a WWE World title. Big up yourself, Jade. One love, one aim, one heart, of course, and one destiny. Guys, until I upload another video, I'm going to say peace. And of course, we will resume normal activities later on in the week. And I'm going to say thank you so much to those who have watched the 2 videos. There comes a time when we have to pause and we have to focus, on certain things because, we have to dance a yard, learn to dance a yard before we can dance abroad. Thank you as well to all the new subscribers. In the new video or in the next video, I will address you properly. Take care of yourselves, guys. Peace. More thing before I go as well, Destiny family. You know how Spice is the queen of dancehall. Some people saying, okay, why is Cartel not out there? I will have you know, as the king of dancehall, I will have you know that Cartel is very much out there. No, you are not going to see Cartel walking around like that because, for some of us, we know that, he is still recovering from certain things, right? So we know that he is not that fit. But I can have you know, if you had watched my previous video, you would have seen where Cartel has donated $35 million to the recovery process in Jamaica. So yes, that's why he's not there. I have actually seen where he has visited, I think it was a children's home as well. So he is doing what he can, but we understand why he is not up and about all over the place like Spice is doing, right? So okay, peace another time. Of course, we can't say peace too many times, right? Okay guys, take care.